Namaste. Good evening to everyone. So, tonight marks something significant in terms of geographical astronomy. And tomorrow, as per Indian calendar, also there is a big event. So, I want to talk a little bit about something which we are organizing tomorrow, keeping this two events in mind. So, first astronomical event, which is known in northern hemisphere, is winter solstice, the day when night is longer, like roughly 13 hours or some hours. We have a light night. So, night represents the dark ignorance, whereas the light represents knowledge. So when we are in that phase of lot of darkness, lot of ignorance, we seek light. And this guiding light is not something which you go out and find it out. It is something also within and which directs towards that end of that tunnel from where the real light comes from. So tomorrow also marks, as per Indian calendar, Margasirsh Ekadashi, a day on which Shri Krishna gave a updesh of Gita to Arjun. The Arjun, the student, the seeker, and a friend of Krishna, asked certain question as a guidance. And Arjun was kind of moved from inside to ask those questions. Something within him put him to ask those questions and lead to the whole series of dialogue which we now has as Bhagwad Gita with us, which is a source of not just an inspiration, but the whole system of yoga and work to be done. And it has a lot of universal transcendental messages, not restricted to that particular era, to that particular race of the people or the country or the region of the people, but the principles and certain set of things are very much universal in nature. So tomorrow at 5 o'clock we will meet for 2 hours. We'll start exactly at 5:12, just keeping 108 minutes as a symbolic to the whole process. At 108 has been considered as a auspicious number. In that 108 minutes, what we will try to do is we'll go into that silence zone and to higher domain so that we can remain neutral and we can stand in between the two armies of light and the dark. Even though right now it's not an equinox when the day and night are equal, but it's very important before waging a war against the darkness to know what darkness has and what light has. And we can know only when we can stand in the middle and one can find it out there. So, our first step would be to go connect deeper. And from there, whatever comes, arises, ask that to our inner friend, that inner Krishna, that divinity within us. So, there are certain processes which you would do, and it would be more spontaneous and a lively session, definitely. Just like Arjuna felt a need to go in the middle and analyze it, we will also go along with our inner friend, Krishna or divinity within, or whatever name you want to call it. So that's all about the session. I have given a title CiC dialogue. It's a phrase with two part. It's a continuous process of C in classroom. The classroom is our whole world where we are keep on learning with the nature and about the nature. And CiC is also something comes from our ancient seers. The seers basically means they had a darshan, they had seen something. So can we also see that? Just like Arjuna had a darshan of Vishwarupa, world spirit vision. So can we see that? Can that I be seen? So that's the abbreviation of CiC. Dialogue is our internal dialogue and making it out external, making it more visible to ourselves and benefit by that dialogue. We would be also focusing on teachers and learners. I think I would restrict that part of now, because then it would focus too much about students and the teachers and that profession only. So for tomorrow purpose, I would not share. After tomorrow, I would again come and share what do I mean by teachers and learners dilemma, and what sort of dilemmas are there inside me and inside many of the teachers and many of the learners and the students around. And if you also have a certain dilemmas, then I wish to open this space to come and get one on one, face to face with those dilemmas and resolve it with the help of our inner friend, whom I call it a learning companion. That inner friend, the divinity within, is our learning companion, because it knows exactly what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to learn out of this whole thing. And last thing which I would like to share is this event is open for every one of us. Uh, Anyone about 12 years or 14 years who can understand English or a Hindi and aspire, seek to figure it out something, have a dilemma, are most welcome to join these sessions. Younger ones can join with their parents if they can stand and sit for some durations of the session. So it is open for all. And one of the dilemma always I have is this knowledge, this light is so intangible that you cannot quantify it and you cannot put a price tag on it. In our ancient system has been seen it and valued it so much about this vidya part of it that you cannot quantify it. It's a priceless, but still it has certain values. And how do you do that? How do you run a material world without quantifying it? So this dilemma always there, and it wonders a lot. So this is an open event, a free event, and if you feel like donating, I work for a cause. I work with one school called Sherbindo School, Gadipalli in Suryapet district, Telangana, and we provide, we aspire to provide, rather, I would say, integral education to village children and some of the first generation learners, some of the underprivileged children. So there is a variety of these things, and we wish to provide a complete, holistic, integral education to them, for which we require a support to build infrastructures, to pay good salaries to teachers, to build up other things and resource materials for them. So those who are interested, I can share the link and the details of the school society's account, and you are free to donate for the cause of integral education. Namaste. Hope to see you tomorrow. Dhanyavad. Shubham.